Yake.
Janet.
Janet. Good morning. Still morning. I had to get on a little late today, but we made it. We made it. Um, sometimes it's the only reason why I come in. Sometimes, come do this live, make sure it gets done. It's just part of my day, and I love it. I love it. As I was sitting here praying, thinking like, I really enjoyed today's reading. I love it every day because it gives me a new way to look at my sobriety and how I can apply these things to my life. It gives me something to think about. Like it doesn't, I've learned to not let my mind race. I've learned to not, because, I got a mind that works against me. So, being able to come on here and focus on these different things, these different aspects of recovery. I really look forward to this. I really enjoy what I do. So, I got 3 people watching. Thank you. I appreciate it. Because, I guess people go throughout the day and you know, they watch they watch this throughout their day, and other people look forward to it, which is, cool to me, just trying to get the word out there, just trying to get the awareness, show how the White Bison Inc. and the Elders Meditation Talking Circle, trying to, let people know that, this program works and it's working in my life. And I just want to see it reach the people that it needs to reach. So today is August 1st. Our calendar has nothing on it.
I thought you wrote it.
I didn't write it. I cleared it. I erased it. I just didn't put nothing else on there. Because, I got chicken scratchings. I don't know if you want my chicken scratchings up there, but, August 1st, made it one more month. I was trying to look and see how much time I had. But I think it's 2 years, 3 months, maybe.
I would hope it's 3 years.
3 years. 3 years and 2 months. 3 months. 3 years and 3 months, maybe. Maybe. I was trying to look before. I was keeping track of it the other day, and yeah. But either way, we really just got today. Either way, we really just got today. So, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and just get into this reading because I know I was, I probably could have done this a long time ago, but be procrastinating. Down there bumping my gums, you know how it goes. If you know me, man, I can talk about a whole lot of nothing. So get some of that medicine going. Oh. Okay, August 1st. Still in the summer meditation with Native American elders. And today the reading is from a Ute man. Shout out to the Utes. Okay, it says, everyone got to find the right path. You can't see it, so it's hard to find. No one can show you. Each person got to find the path by himself. Charlie Knight, Ute. Then it goes on to say, there are certain times in our lives when a voice whispers to us. The voice doesn't always talk. Usually we hear it best when we are sick and tired of being sick and tired. Inside every person is the knowledge that a supreme being exists. Sometimes a restlessness occurs and it makes me feel I need to be doing something or I need to be going somewhere Or maybe I start wondering, who am I? Often with often when this happens, I feel lost. Inside of everyone is a natural built-in desire to be walking the red road or to be seeking a relationship with the Creator. No one can force us to make this journey. We must make this journey because we want to. This journey is not on the outside. The path is inside of ourselves. It is inside that we must begin our search. That was good. That was good. And the prayer for the day says, "O great Spirit, help me this day to look within myself. If trouble arises, let me realize that it's not what is going on, but how I am looking at what's going, or I said that wrong. If trouble arises, let me realize that it's not what is going on, but how I am looking at what's going on. Give me your power this day to conduct myself according to your way of life." My bad, I didn't want to say that wrong. But man, that's a very, very, very powerful, because it makes me think of, I remember feeling that restlessness. I remember feeling bored all the time, or like I'm missing out, or I just knew that I had a greater purpose than what I was serving. I knew, something deep down was going on, and I didn't know how to. I didn't know how to ease that. That I don't know if you could call it a curiosity or but definitely there. I was, discontent. The irritability. I had that spiritual malady going on. I didn't understand how to deal with that. And I'm not gonna lie, drugs and alcohol, they helped ease those symptoms. It it became like this, it eased those symptoms. So then, not only was I addicted to drugs and alcohol, but I was also addicted to the way that I handled my problems. I That's the easiest way I can explain, why I kept doing what I was doing. It's easier to go get loaded than it is to think about life's problems or deal with something that I have no idea how to go about fixing, or not fixing, but maybe uh, dealing with life in a healthy manner. So that led me down a path of destruction. But when I finally made the hardest decision I've ever had to make in my life, was to finally surrender to my addiction and say, okay, this thing's got the best of me. How can I, admit that I have a problem? I was willing to do that every day to anybody and everybody that I talked to. But then this change came inside of me. This change had to come from within. That made me realize that, I wanted better. I wanted better for myself. I was tired, sick and tired of being sick and tired. And 10% of my life was what happened to me. The other 90% was how I reacted to it. So like I said, I got a brain that works against me. So what I found out was I was my biggest enemy. It wasn't, everybody out to get me. Everybody's against me. Everybody's trying to hustle me. I don't trust nobody. I didn't even trust myself. I knew I was doing wrong. I just didn't know how to fix it. I didn't know how to change it. I didn't know, I just got stuck in that deadly, I can quit whenever I want to. But that wasn't the case. You know, this thing had a hold of me and it wasn't ready to let go of me. You know, until I surrendered and I asked the Creator to step into my life. And, you know, it came to that point where, good morning, Aunt Jessie. It came to that point where it was like either take my life or show me a way out. Good morning, Janice. You know, that's how desperate I got. That's to like that. That's how close to the edge I was. Either take my life or show me a way out of this. And you know, I had an angel sent my way. You know, my sister Mary. You know, she gave me the number to Justin Evans, and you know, the rest is history. I never looked back since. You know, and to think that all of this led to me sitting on here telling y'all, you know, my dirt. You know, I love it. I love it. I love every single step of it. It shows me now that things didn't happen to me, they happened for me. So I can get on here and talk about these things. I'm trying to beat that stigma. I'm trying to normalize talking about mental health. You know, that's a huge thing to me, you know, especially today, you know, just from the things that have happened in my life, you know, I see how important these things are, you know. But just thinking about today's reading, man, that's a good one. I love this, you know, where it talks about nobody can show you how to do this. You know, that's the thing about it. Are you learning your lesson? You know, I see now where God, I remember one time they almost had to cut my thumb off. I had a surgery, I had an infection that went all the way across my hand, and they thought they were going to have to remove my thumb. And it was from my drug use, you know, got an infection, wouldn't take care of it. And it just got worse and worse and worse. You know, I just kept putting it off, kept using to try to kill the pain until like it would not quit hurting one day. And I knew I was in trouble because my whole thumb was like white. So they were going to remove my thumb. And I remember like having to tell my family like what happened. Man, that was so embarrassing. You know, it was embarrassing. You know, I was ashamed of myself, and I remember feeling guilty. And I remember telling like different people that I talked to, like, okay, this is definitely a sign, and God's trying to, you know, this is my way out. You know, this is like, this woke me up. Well, then they did have to cut off my thumb. So what happened? It got better. I went right back to what I was doing. Didn't miss a beat. You know, like it had to be that drastic of a change in my life for me to want better. And I used to tell myself, like, if they take my thumb, I'm only going to be half human. You know, like, because that's what, you know, of course, I got to be funny. I can't ever be serious about nothing. But, you know, that was how I used to think. You know, that was my life. You know, that was exactly like my way of thinking. Is I had a chance to get out of that life, and God led me. You know, I don't think He was trying to use, you know, it was just a way for me to see where I could have gotten out of this life, but I chose to go back. I didn't learn my lesson. And the things that happened after that, like, man, it was horrible. You know, it was a horrible way. You know, I would have died a horrible death. But when you think about death like in that way, you know, it gives you a new appreciation for life today. And that's my takeaway, you know, is I get to live a good life today. you know, and you know, whether it was through AA, whether it was through, you know, the talking circle, whether it was through, you know, NA, whatever it had, you know, going to church, going to ceremony, like whatever it had to look like, I was willing to do it. Because then once I made that connection, you know, because the opposite of addiction is connection, you know, and when I made that connection with the creator, I learned then that nobody could have forced me to do that. That had to be free will. That change had to come from within inside. And you know, once I realized that I was the problem, I also realized that I was the medicine. You know, so I think I'm, you know, that I could keep going and going and going, but you know, I'm just gonna leave it right there. You know,
It's powerful. Knock that pillow down.
Yeah, see, got got them ways. Yeah, that's. I feel pretty good about that one. You know, most time I go back and I critique what I should have, could have, would have, should have. But you know, like I always say, I always before I talk, I say a little prayer, and I ask the Creator to use me as His vessel. You know, use His words to reach the people that need to be reached. You know, that's what I pray for. So, you know, I hope. So with that, I'm going to jump into the announcements. Talkspace or Talkspace Go. They're both mobile apps. You can download them on your phone. The Tor Project and 988 Travel Response Program are, you know, we want to encourage all tribal members and tribal employees, casino employees, 13 and up. This app is free. It's online counseling, and it deals with grief, trauma, depression, codependency, relationships. There's a list of topics. I've gotten nothing but good feedback. People who are like needing counseling, this is what they use. You know, whether it's through family court or, you know, whatever they're going through, any kind of like legal issues. They use this and it works. You know, I've got nothing but positive feedback. So www.talkspace.com, CHATOR. Scan we have a QR code you can scan. In your email, our passphrase is restore, so you don't have to pay for anything. Complete a questionnaire and match with your counselor in minutes. My friends, that are using it, they said there's native counselors on there, you know, from the area. So I mean, okay, Patty. Okay, Patty. Uncle Wave.
It's overdose prevention now.
Excuse me. I'm trying to vape. I was trying to vape and then tore me up. So what is it? The overdose prevention pack. Same.
Narcan, fentanyl test kits, medication disposal bags, medical lock bags, wound care, and education on how to use Narcan and opioid symptoms. Symptoms.
What Darian just said. What all Darian just said.
What's on the bottom of your screen?
Yeah, whatever's on the bottom of your screen, that's what he just said. Narcan, fentanyl test kits, medication disposal packs, medication lock bags, wound care kits, and educational material. And we're still doing harm reduction supplies too, right? Mm-hmm. So, you know, and somebody called me yesterday from Orange County. Sunday gave her my card, and she wanted to know if we could send her cedar, sweetgrass, those
recovery pack.
Yeah, like a recovery pack. So, you know, we got different packs on our Facebook. Look on our Facebook, and we have different packs on there that you can, you know, we got all kinds of supplies. So Go to our Facebook, look at our packs, and yeah, we'll send it to you for free. I think that's what separates us from a lot of other programs is that mail out system. And I think that's kind of where our claim to fame is. I mean, other programs are doing it, but
Yeah, like $200 worth of stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
like so we'll mail it to you for free. So yeah, then shout out to Brand Logics. Text TOR TOR to 888-580-4TOR. Thank you, Brand Logics. That's our free messaging service. You can stay updated with what we're doing around the tour office. And let me grab my pen. Okay, Clinton was yesterday. Today at Redlands Community College from 11 to 6. The IHS and some tribal programs and some community and state programs are teaming up to have Family Wellness Week.
The pen again.
Huh?
You're clicking the pen again.
Oh, yeah, my bad. I keep clicking the pen. I can't help it. It's my nervous tick. But, arts and crafts, Singo, food, there'll be outdoor games. If you need vaccinations and immunizations, update or set up your chart, wellness checks and screenings, sports physicals, adult and child health services. And there'll be some tribal programs, mental health screenings, food boxes, food screenings, sooner care enrollment, glucose checks, blood pressure checks, parent and child resources. Then they have some community and state partners there. The County Department of Health Services, Blue Cross Blue Shield will be there. I probably need to go talk to them. Red Rock Redlands College information, of course, because it's at Redlands. And there'll be a lot more. I mean, there's a lot of good resources to take advantage of. And then tomorrow we will be at Concho. I think I'm gonna make some hamburgers and hot dogs. I haven't got confirmed on what time that's going to happen, and as you know, Oklahoma Indian Nations is this weekend. There'll be a lot of activities going on around CNA country or at Concho. So that's always a huge deal. But good morning, Sharon. Thank you, Sharon. I appreciate that. Yes, from the outside looking in, it came from the heart. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Aho. Good morning, Leah, Dorothy, Billy Joe. With our foot screenings, it's where they unseason your feet. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's where they, I think it's where Parmesan cheese comes from. Nah, I don't know. I think they look at diabetics' feet. They look at diabetics' feet, see if they got any sores. I think they check to see how much feeling they have in them. It's just, they check blood flow and just stuff like that. Thank you, Isaac.
Tell him he could be part of.
Yeah, you should come on, Isaac. You should come on, brother. You're Isaac. Isaac Rhodes is the motivation behind our Gourd clan. Actually, it's been like 1 year ago because we were at Indian Nations and Domingo, he was head man. And, we were there to gourd dance with them and they kept referring to us as the sober Gourd clan, and that's what motivated the whole Res Covery Gourd clan. So
I'm gonna honor him.
Yeah, Isaac, man, you're a big deal to us, brother. Aho, appreciate it. Domingo cheese, yo. But take advantage of what we got going on at Family Wellness Week. Then on August 24th, from 10 to 2, we'll have a resource fair for overdose awareness event at the convention center at the Watonga Casino. I mean, it's the only casino in Watonga, so it's kind of not hard to miss. But behind the hotel, there's a convention center, and we'll be have a lot of resources. A lot of recovery programs, sober livings. I mean, like all these different resources, mental health resources. We'll have all these different resources there for the community to take advantage of for free. And then we'll provide a meal. I can't remember what the meal is.
I think it's like sandwiches provided by Lucky Star.
But I mean, we'll provide a meal, and then that'll last from 10 to 2, and then just literally right across the railroad tracks at the Watonga ERC, we're having our overdose memorial benefit dance. That'll be from 2 to whatever time, probably around midnight, I'm gonna say. But it'll be a full day of events. Everybody that comes to the overdose awareness event is more than welcome to come over to the benefit dance. As we always say, the culture is the solution. So, it's something that I'm looking forward to. If there's any more resources that want to come be a part of that, we would love to have you. Send us an email. Let us know, so we can reserve a spot for you. And then our All Nations Recovery Gourd Clan is looking for a princess. We have an application announcement. We may have gotten a couple of them, but we're trying to get more youth involved in what we're trying to do. Just like we're trying to get more elders involved in what we do. So.
Youth for Podcast.
Yes, we are looking for Native youth in recovery. You think that, we're ready to highlight, we're trying to beat this stigma. We're trying to talk more, get this discussion more normalized about substance abuse. And how people overcame it in all age groups, in all categories. So, we're just trying to bring more awareness to what we're trying to do. So, just had 3 brothers walk in, Chad, David, and Ace.
Fire starters.
3 fire starters. They're down here. They're downstairs for the Men and Broken Hearts training. Which is grief talking circles. So, just want to let y'all know they're in the house. They're all just standing there staring at me.
Waiting on autographs?
Waiting on an autograph.
Waiting on an autograph. Selfies?
Yeah. So, but yeah. Thank you, Ruth. Thank you. I appreciate that, Ruth. We will keep it up. And, got to let people know. We got to let people know.
Oh, sorry.
So, with that, I'm going to go ahead and go to lunch. So, aho.
Stop!